Hi everyone, I'm Dorri Bland coming to you from the Downtown Spa located here in Georgetown. Welcome to Chit Chat with Dorri and Dr. Lorraine Wilson. Today we have some exciting news to share with you. I'm going to do a face yoga demonstration first of all, and then we're going to get going giving you more information about our 7-week program coming up mid-September, where it's all about women empowering themselves, getting their sexy back, learning to put themselves of the line. We've got so many things planned. We've got a field trip planned for you. We're going to take you out dancing. Hello, Dr. Lorraine Wilson. How are you today?
Very well. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. I was just giving a little bit of an insight as to what we were going to share with our viewers today concerning our new program that we have launching in September.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell a little bit about it now, or we can just scoot along and let me do my face yoga, and then we can get right into it.
Yeah, why don't you do face yoga first?
Okay. All right. So face yoga is something that you can do at home on your own as a form of anti-aging. Definitely depuffies the face and under the eye. That's a hard word to say. Go ahead and try it. Lymphatic drainage, we do not have a pump. The circulatory system has the heart, so everything keeps going. But the lymphatic drainage relies upon you either by your water intake, detoxifying, or these little types of massage that we can do. But it really does make sense that if you are strengthening and toning the muscle, that's what is going to hold up the skin, right? Kind of makes sense, just like working out any other part of your body. So first of all, there are so many different ones. You know, you have to kind of go through and pick what's right for you, pick how long you need to be doing this. Obviously, anything that's natural, you need to be consistent and you need to be patient. So the one I chose for us today is something that you can do in the morning. So this is going to wake up your skin, it's going to freshen your face, it's going to help deep puffiness your under eye, and sometimes we even hold water in our cheeks as well. So before we get started, you should make sure that you have clean hands and a clean face. You need some sort of a slip so that you're not pulling and tugging on the skin. So what I have chosen today, because it's morning, like at nighttime, you may choose a heavier oil, then you don't have to wipe it off. But for daytime, I would suggest like a serum, something that's a little bit thicker, like our vegan retinol. It's a lotion, so it's thicker than a regular serum. We do have another serum as well. It's called Mother of Pearl, and it's actually a really nice thickness as well. Can be used for this exact same thing. So what you want to do first is warm up your hands, right? I've already applied my serum. Warm up your hands and take a nice deep breath in and exhale out. And what you could do, you could use some peppermint, or you could use an invigorating aromatherapy oil to kickstart your day right now too. And again, inhale and exhale. Now you could do this about 3-4 times. All right, so your fingers are nice and warm. Now let's just get the circulation going in the skin just by lightly tapping all over. So you're going to move up to the forehead. You're going to make sure that you get onto the cheeks, onto the jawline, and onto the neck. So basically all over your face and neck area. Make sure you get above your lips. So we're just stimulating, activating some circulation, and getting going. So this whole routine should take you maybe 10 minutes. So you don't need a lot of time. It's not like the gua sha that we did. There was a certain amount of strokes that you should do. Okay, so with this tapping, it's just whatever makes you feel good. All right, so we have stimulated now the circulation in our face. So we're going to start from the top and work down. We're going to get our knuckles And we're just going to bring it across the forehead, just relaxing all those forehead muscles so that we don't get those nice deep lines in the forehead. And again, up to you, depending how much time you have in the morning to get yourself ready. We know that we sometimes just hold our eyebrows up so that we've got that forehead muscle just always engaged. So we want it to relax as much as possible. So you're just meeting in the center and dragging out to the sides, in and around the temple. All right, so once you've done that a couple of times, you're going to change now to your knuckles. Index finger. We all know about these lines here. They are called the 11s. So you're just calming down this muscle. You can use both knuckles or you can use one, up to you. Just with the index finger. And if you've got one that you know is a little bit deeper than the other, spend some time there, just relaxing the muscles. Good. So there again, couple, just until you feel those muscles relax. Then we're going to work our way underneath the eye. Now we know that this skin underneath of the eye is much more delicate than the rest. Okay, so you can go on top of the eye, work your way down and around. You can come in, whatever works for you, but you're just ever so lightly tapping, tapping, tapping. And we're just trying to stimulate now the lymphatic system so that we can drain any puffiness out from underneath that eye. Now we're going to take your index fingers and move to the corners of your eye. There's two little acupressure points there on the outside of your nose. So just give those a little bit of a squeeze, not too hard. And then ever so gently slide your fingers out. So now we're just sliding the fingers out gently, never tugging on the skin. If it feels like you have to reapply some serum, that is the best thing for you to do. So we're just dragging, getting rid of that puffiness. Perfect. How we doing out there, people? Good job. Okay, so now we want to work on strengthening the muscle by the cheek. So we're going to puff up with air. I told you you'd be laughing at me, right? Now, if you notice that you've got some lines around your mouth, which I'm starting to notice those, not impressed at all. But anyways, you want to hold that skin so that it's flat. So you can take your fingers, just hold the top of your lip, push out, and tap. So the whole idea here is a little bit of resistance training. So you're holding the air in, tapping so that the air is not coming out. You know what I mean? So holding that skin taut. And then going to the other side. So we're strengthening our cheek muscles, resistance training. So you're pushing the air out, but you're not letting it come out your mouth. You're holding it tight, but at the same time, you don't want to be adding more definition to these lines above your lips. Okay, where are we now? All right, so now we're going to work on the jawline. So I want you to take these two fingers and your thumb, and you're just going to pinch ever so gently along the jaw line. Okay, so start in the center of your chin and just grab a little bit on top, a little bit underneath, and make sure that you're getting that jaw line. You also have two pressure points just underneath of your ear. So we're going to stay on there for a moment on
Where
there.
are they, Dorri?
They're right here, just by the end of your jaw, underneath of that ear. You can feel like two little indents there. So if you're one of those people that squeeze your teeth at night, you can do this and just release. Hold and release. Okay, so you want to do this one. 2 fingers up, thumb down. So you're just pinching along the jaw line. And then hold those points. Okay? Now, like we did with the gua sha, we want to drain the lymph system here. Now, we know that the lymph system is just below the skin, so we don't want to press hard and we don't want to drag that skin always. You want to make sure that you've got enough product on there that you're not. So you're just draining everything down, and then, like before, bring it toward the armpit. Ever so gentle. All right, there's one more that we need to do. I actually shared this with my Pilates class this morning. They actually loved it. So you're going to look to the side, and then you're going to tilt up like Scarlett O'Hara, like, yeah, right. Then we close our mouth. You take your tongue and you tap on the top, the roof of your mouth, okay? 20 times. You can feel it. So it's over and up. Get the idea? You got to make
What's
sure.
over and up? What's over and up?
So your head is over, and then it's.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about my tongue for a minute, and I'm going, what? Well, I'm over and up.
Pretty tricky. Okay, so it's over and up, so you can feel a little bit of a stretch through here, and then it's the tongue. "20 times on that one. Specifically, they said 20 for some reason. Okay, so that's one way you can start your day along with the rest of everything you have to do. So now we have to get up, 3 hours ahead of schedule and get everything in there. But actually, it feels good. I think, too, if you add that aromatherapy oil and do take those breaths in and give yourself something that's invigorating and happy, I think it's a great way to start the day. And at this point, hey, I'm going to try anything and everything that's natural and that I can do on my own at home. Because, it's too busy here. I can't book in soon enough. Okay.
Well, it's something, too, that you can do while you're watching TV or,
Absolutely.
it's pretty easy to do, right? Like you don't have to have an audience.
There's quite a few more exercises that you could do, but I wanted to give something short and sweet for like a morning type thing. So that's like, 10 to 15 minutes. And I'll see what other ones I can find for us. And if anyone has a specific area on the face, like I know a lot of people, we want to, do something about this, and definitely the eye, forehead. I mean, if there's any specific area that you want me to attack next week, send it in and I'll find it for us.
And I think too, if people want to look on YouTube, there's some tutorials on there too that can show you like befores and afters and stuff. So it's pretty helpful stuff. I mean, it sounds a little bit like hocus pocus, but people really have experienced benefits from doing it. It's kind of like putting your face to the gym.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. There are full-on courses on this that you can take. Courses for teachers, but courses for people to take, right? Because like I said, anything natural, it takes some time and it takes consistency and patience, but it will happen. But it just makes so much sense that, we've got these muscles in our face. We don't really use them. So the muscle, as we age with everything, starts to deplete. So then our skin is just not hanging on to anything.
Yeah.
So this will help us all.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. I hope
So
everyone.
maybe we could talk a bit about our group. What do you think?
Absolutely. I'm very excited. We are just fine tuning it more and more and more. And I think it's just going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I can't wait to get going. It's just going to be a whole new circle of camaraderie and building building some relationships. Absolutely.
Well, I think one thing that COVID has done among many is just really increase the isolation that people are experiencing. And it's almost for some people that being isolated has become the norm.
Yeah.
And being, you know, interactive or having a supportive group or something like that is almost uncomfortable in many ways because people are so used to not being together, and that's just it's just not how humans are made. Like humans are made to we're pack animals, and we're made to, you know, be cooperatively supportive of our well-being and existence. So it's I think, you know, with the restrictions being lifted and Ontario doing such a great job of vaccination rates and stuff like that, that, you know, it's something that we can do, and it'll really help build us up. It's like a reset, just like, you know, we were talking about. It's a self-care
Mhm.
reset. And I think that the other thing that's so cool about this is that nobody else is doing this. And so one of the things that, you know, you and I talked about, Dorri, was the importance of having a mind, body, spirit connection in order to have our whole selves forward, right? We're not just resetting our skincare. We're not just resetting, you know, our diet. We want to have that internal beauty from the inside out reset.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so
That
maybe,
triangle has to connect. Like those three elements have to connect. If one is shifted, then you know the other ones
right,
are having to work too hard, or you just don't feel right. You're not in balance. You're not in alignment. You're not in check.
right. Yeah,
Mhm.
and one of the things that we had talked about is just how valuable, with the group being 7 weeks long, if we looked at each week, we looked at the energy of one of our chakras, and then talked as a group of supportive women about how we can actually align the energy better with practical stuff, right? So, like for example, what we talked about, Dorri, was in week one, we're going to look at the root chakra. And
Mhm.
the complementary topic is the importance of grounding and being safe and secure and being self aware. And so we'll talk about that, but we'll also do a self assessment so we can see kind of where we're at the beginning of the group. And then maybe you could talk a little bit about the spa sampler package that we're going to be giving our group members each week, because it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think it's going to go nicely with everything. As Dr. Lorraine mentioned, we are going to focus on each chakra each week. So obviously we're starting from the bottom and we're going to work ourselves up because being grounded is key. And a lot of people don't even understand what is being grounded. Why do I need to be grounded? Well, we're going to tell you and we're going to show you. So each week when you come in, you'll receive a little gift box, and we're going to have a chakra oil, a chakra aromatherapy oil, a herbal tea that can help balance that particular chakra as well. We are having some gemstones in there, correct? To
Yes,
go
the
with
gemstone
to go
of the
with
chakra of the week.
our chakra, yeah. And each week, there's going to be either a complimentary treatment that you can enjoy at the spa, or it's going to be a free treatment. And it will encompass the grounding. So, for example, when we're grounding using our energy mat called the CCAX, I will do a grounding treatment on you while you're actually having an energy treatment. So that is going to go along with your gift box. So each week you're going to get all of those things plus a spa treatment. And then we also talked about heading out on the town. And we talked about why it's important. We don't want to leave our celebration to the end. We want to do it, I think we picked the third week, so that we can get to know each other on a different level, more of a fun type night, not specifically inside the spa. We're going to find somewhere else for us to go and experience a little bit of movement, because that's what our week 3 is going to be all about. And getting together on a different playing field. And I know myself, whenever I've gone to, courses or functions or workshops, always at the very end was the wine and cheese. And that's when you got to talk to people and really understand who they are and what their purpose of being there was. And you're like, oh, geez, I wish I would have talked to you like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, because I really like you. And, but so that's why we chose to get this in there sooner, so that when we come back on the next week, we're all in a little bit of a different energy. Right?
Well, it's the great thing about doing it on week 3 is that it's the solar plexus chakra, which is the chakra for joy and that va-va-voom of life, and that positivity and stuff. And so the topic is we're going to look at like movement and the joy of movement and the necessity of movement for our mind-body connection. And then we'll have our outing, and we will experience that along with the connectivity of bringing through each other that joy and positivity as an experience.
Absolutely. So I'm wondering if anyone's wanting to take a little guess as to what we have planned that week. Does anyone know me? What would you think that we were going to go out and do for some movement? Think now.
I can't say because I know.
I know.
The other thing too that I think is awesome about this group that we're doing is we're going to have we're going to have a growth challenge every week. So it's not like you have to climb Mount Everest or anything. It's going to be self-directed, so there's nobody telling you what to do. But based on the chakra and the energy and primarily your own intuition, you will have an opportunity to pick your growth challenge for the week that's complementary to the mind-body-spirit connection of the chakra energy, and practice it in the week. And then the next week when we come back, we're going to open each group by talking about what was that experience like. So it's a really good tie-in. And sometimes, I'm only speaking from experience, sometimes the thing that makes me do stuff is when I have to be accountable. Like if I know I'm going to come back and like tell people, well, then I better actually do it, right? Or if I know I have a deadline, I guess I should do it, right? So 100%. It's all about positivity.
100%. If I want to make myself do something that I've been dragging my feet, or I keep shuffling it to the back of the lineup, I tell somebody that's what I'm going to do, and then it makes me do it. It's really weird. Yeah. I think that's where, journaling and having a vision board or a vision box, I think that's where that is very helpful as well. And, Angelina, my daughter, said to me one time, she said, your age group does know nothing about journaling or setting like goals, like a vision board or anything. And it's true. We just kind of fly by the seat of our pants and hope for the best. Well, I can tell you that since I've been writing, and it doesn't take long. It's like 2 minutes in the morning, set your mindset and have a goal either for that day or keep working towards a larger goal. Things have started to come into play, and things that are happening right here, right now.
Yeah.
So it does work.
Hold tight. I want to show you something.
Okay.
Did you miss me?
Yes, I did. I was hoping you were coming back.
I'm on this rolly chair because it's up my back. So Yeah, I almost rolled onto the floor, but there we go.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so here it is. This is I have a vision box. This is my vision box. And then I put this little sign on it and it says, all that is in this box is.
Perfect.
Yes. And then what I do is I have these pictures. Like this one is a picture of Tuscany because I want to go there one day for a vacation. So I have a picture of Tuscany. I have a picture here of friends because I want to have a large group of supportive friends.
Absolutely.
I have here a picture of a cottage because I'd like to be able to rent one day, not buy one. So, stuff like that. And it's interesting how just knowing that these pictures are in there is something that, helps me to stay focused, long-term stay focused. Yeah. But the tie-in to the group is that we're doing that on October 19th. That's going to be the third eye chakra, right? The one of vision, the one of intuition, the one of trusting and the process of moving forward and knowing what you know, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
It'd be really fun.
So I think that everyone's starting to understand what we're trying to do to build this mind, body, spirit. We're using the chakra energy to give us a little bit of a starting point, and then using that as a jump off to make sure that we have those 3 things within each week as our guidance, right?
Right. Yeah. It's awesome. But the other thing too we should tell our listeners is that if this is of interest to you, please contact yourself at the spa because we have a list. And and so if you want a spot or you potentially want a spot, let Dorri know. Things can change, we get that, but it's always good to indicate your interest.
Yeah, absolutely. Due to the size of our area, and we may move it to a different location eventually if we need it to be a bit bigger. But for right now, there's only, a certain amount of people that we could have in here and be comfortable. So it's not going to be like a 20-person group. We're looking at, 10 probably at the max. So when that fills up, that fills up. So if you are interested, even if you're just thinking about it, let me know. And then once we get up to, reaching our max, I might have to say, okay, do you think, you're going to do this or not? But anyways, at least I'll have some sort of idea on the numbers.
Yeah, and also too, I think it's the best. It helps us plan too, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yes.
We want to have everything
good,
organized. Looking forward to it.
So should we do our tarot reading, our tarot card for the week?
That'd be awesome. Okay. Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay. This is the card. It is the 2 of Cups reversed. All right. Now,
so it was supposed to be upside down, right?
It is supposed to be upside down.
Yeah, I always want to make everybody be known that.
Yeah, because with the tarot, it means different things, right? So for example, if the card is this way, this is the card of like significant partnership. It's often in relation to your spouse or a future spouse or something like that. And it's in a positive sense. And depending on where it is on the board, it can indicate different things, but usually it's around that sort of topic. But when it's like this, it has one general meaning and then a more specific meaning. So the general meaning, which is what applies to us for the week, is that this is the card of self-love. So this is the card when it's correct, like upside right, it's the card of like unified joint love. And then when it's like this, it's unified self-love. So that's
how perfect was that?
Right. And so this is the message for the week for us, is that the importance for us this week is to look at the unification of ourself by loving ourselves first. Yeah.
Perfect.
And what was that magical quote you told me about loving yourself first?
On the bottom of my email, it was, if you love yourself first, everything else falls into place.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And you know what I find so weird, Dorri? It's like, I honest to God do not plan this in advance.
No,
So it's just so interesting that the cards that come up are such a close affiliation to what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not planned. Definitely
No,
not.
yeah, not planned.
No.
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 No. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
sorry.
I'm just taking a peek at the time here. Are we going to look at maybe our draw?
Yeah, absolutely. Little Miss Jazzy over here, my lovely assistant, Vanna. Take it away, Vanna.
And what are we drawing for, Dorri?
Oh, are we going to draw for your energy alignment reading?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because I think it's such a great experience for those who have come. Thank you very much for everybody who's been coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's also a great tie-in to the energy of the group that's coming up. And I think if you experience the energy alignment on a personal level through the reading, you'll totally get the benefit of a more expansive group experience.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. What did I do now? Catherine. Oh, goodness. Catherine.Nugent Harrison is our winner.
Awesome.
That is her handle. So we will look that up, contact you, and then we'll make arrangements for you to get together with Dr. Lorraine Wilson and make your appointment.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. Well, thank you to all that joined in. It's always our pleasure. We're so grateful that you take the time out to be with us. And we will see you all next week.
Yay!
Yes. Okay. Take care,
Good.
everyone. Have
See you later.
Week.
Bye-bye.
Love you guys. Bye. Jazzy. There we go. I was looking at the Catherine.